like an hour to get ready. And for some reason I'm filming. Even though it takes me like more than an hour to film usually. Here I am. I thought it was a great time to do this today when I'm probably going to be late for work. So it's New Year's Day. It won't be while you're watching this. I'm just moisturizing. Doesn't matter what I'm using. I don't use anything in particular. Literally any moisturizer will work on my face. I don't care. I just need something because I have dry skin and like I'm getting older and older. Feels like my youth is deteriorating. I'm not that old, but nothing makes you feel older than working in a store for teenagers. I just have no idea what's going on a good part of the time. I think I barely got like 4 hours of sleep. So you guys were interested in an everyday makeup routine video. I don't know why, because I've said it before and I'll say it again. My makeup is not that interesting. But I guess here we go. I'm going to try to move fairly quickly so that I don't bore you to tears. After moisturizing, I always go in with eye primer, which it's unfortunate that I can't seem to find mine. Oh, I'm not going to tell you how to prime your eyes. You should know how to do that. If you don't, well, I don't know what to tell you because I'm not even sure how to prime my eyes. Today I'm just using this basic e.l.f. eye primer. It is not my favorite. I much prefer the Wet n Wild, but for some reason the Wet n Wild has been sold out every single place I go. And I don't know why, because it's never happened to me before. It's always been my go-to. I'm gonna go ahead and put in my nose rings. Yeah, my nose rings aren't real. Okay, eyes are ready to roll. I like to start with, well, first of all, I like to start with knowing where all my stuff is at. That'd be nice. I'm gonna start with an eyeliner pencil. This is just the Wet n Wild one. I'm gonna go in and tight line my eyes, and I'm only gonna say this once. When you tight line, it's not necessarily about lining this upper waterline of your eye. It's more so focusing on the spaces in between your lashes so that they look thicker and fuller. That's done. Moving on to shadows. I've been using the Conspiracy palette every day. But today I'm using Beauty Killer because it's fun and fresh and new for me. I just got it. So I'm using China White in this palette, which is this color that's like basically my skin tone, because it's like an eggshell white, not entirely white, like an off-white. Next, I'm gonna wear my pink wig today, so I'm gonna dip into Star Power, which is this pink. Wait, it is pink. Taking this Sephora brush that still has Keemstar on it from yesterday. I'm gonna stick that, like, here's where my eye is, and this is where that bone is, and then that's where I always place my shadows, because my crease is like down here on my freaking eyelid, so that's not where it's gonna sit properly. So I'm putting it right in there where my crease should be and just blending the hell out of it to the best of my ability. Find another brush and see if we can blend that out some. Okay, blend it out with a clean brush. It doesn't look great. I'm not good at this. Guys, I have no business doing makeup tutorials. YouTube is full of so many amazing and talented people that have worked so hard and spent so much time and money trying to perfect this art. I am not one of them. Now that it's pink up to my freaking eyebrows, I'm going to take this clean brush and dip into this China White, and I'm going to try to blend more of that into like underneath my brow bone here to try to soften that a little bit. I look like a fun person. I feel like a fun person. I'm going to line my waterline here, smudging it just a little bit into my lashes. Oh, by the way, I have a mirror like down there where I keep looking, so that's why I keep like, because I got a mirror. Cleaning this up because I'm looking a little trashy, more so than I already normally do. And for funsies, I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm going to dip into Trisha, which is more pink, but it's like a shimmery pink. So I guess that's why we're doing this. They're essentially like the same kind of color, except Trisha has shimmer to it. I'm going to go more into my concealer, and I'm going to ever so slightly cut my crease in this frontal part of my eye. Well, not really cut my crease. I mean, I guess technically that's what I'm sort of doing, but like putting concealer on my eyelid. I'm not good at this. I'm literally so bad at this. Why are you watching me? Blend this out a little bit. That looks like ass. I'm gonna go back into this and take Princess, which is this like shimmery, I don't even know what to call it, but I'm gonna use it. But maybe not because I can't find a brush to use it with. I just want the pretty shimmer shade on my eyeball. Why is this so difficult? Turned into a mess over here, but it's fine because we're gonna throw black on it anyway. I'm gonna use this brush that has pink on it and try to like clean up my mess a little bit in the crease. I've done worse. We'll roll with it. I'm gonna go into Black Rainbow, which is obviously the black in the palette. I have this little like pointy tapered guy. Another one of the brushes that I spent $13,000 on in my beauty school kit. So the blacks just mainly focus on this outer part of my eye. It looks trash now. We're gonna blend it out. Or maybe we shouldn't. Maybe I should just leave it like this. Okay, I'm gonna blend it out. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. brush. Why do things keep falling? I'm blending this out. This video was really supposed to be serious, and I feel like it's just turning into one big joke. Because I am one big joke. So where I have like semi-hooded eyes, I like to always focus darker colors out here because it just, I don't know proper terminology, but it looks better. Makes your eyes look bigger and more open and doesn't emphasize the hood of your eye as much. So that's why I always do black like on this outside here. I feel like this eye isn't as black as I want it to be. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's move on. Mentioned in a previous video that I hate doing my lashes, so I always try to get that out of the way as soon as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara so I can put on my lashes. Okay, so I was sitting here for like a while with my camera not recording, and I don't know at what point it stopped. So that's annoying. I think you just missed me putting on my lashes. I guess now we're moving on, and I'm just going to hope and pray I can pay attention to the camera, because it would suck if I was sitting here doing all this for absolutely no reason, which I pretty much am. Okay, this is my absolute favorite eyeliner. This is the NYX Epic Ink. I like it because, I like it for the very same reason a lot of people don't like it. And that's because it is actually a brush tip and it's not a felt tip. Because I hate felt tips. They just get frayed so easily. I don't like them. I can never get as thin and precise of a line as I want. So I feel like this one's much easier to work with. That could just be me. I'm going to take it on this inner part of my eye, kind of blending into the lashes. I'm carrying it down in my inner corner, and then we're going to work with that. And don't worry about getting too precise because I can clean it up with concealer. I'm going to take this little angled Wet n Wild brush and clean it off because it's kind of gross. I'm going to take some concealer. I'm going to blend that out to the best of my ability. Also gives a nice highlight to the inner corner. Okay, now I'm going to work with that and connect it to my bottom lash line here. I'm going to do the same for this eye. That's as good as that's going to get. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab that Beauty Killer palette, and I'm going to take this brush and dip back into Star Power, and I'm just going to start sticking that underneath my eye. And I carry my shadow pretty far down underneath my eye. Okay, now that I look like a living dead doll, I'm going to dip into Princess, which is that shimmery purple color I put on my lid earlier, and I'm going to like kind of throw that in there too. Then taking a clean brush, I'm just going to kind of blend into that a little more. I'm just going to fix my liner here in the corners from where the shadow kind of muted it. Kind of carrying this over my lid just where the lashes are. A good part of the time I don't bother, but for today I feel like it looks better. I'm going to take this little brush into Star Power again, and I'm going to stick that like right here on this lash line in the outer corner. To the best of my ability, I'm going to blend that into where I have it at the top lid there, just a tad bit more. So now I'm going to dip into some mascara and do my bottom lashes. My eyes are pretty well finished. I feel like I need some glitter. I feel like I always need some glitter. I don't know what this is. It's Korean. I'm just carrying that, like, underneath, like, what do you call it? Pretty much where my eyeliner is. I'm just going to go underneath that in that inner part. Just for a little something something. Because I feel like no matter how bad my makeup looks, if you throw some glitter on it, everyone's going to be like, oh my god, your makeup looks so cute. And it has nothing to do with me or my makeup. It's just they see the glitter, so they know that, like, I worked hard. Because glitter is, like, the universal signal of, like, I fucking tried, bitch. Either that or it's a universal symbol of, like, I gave up and threw some glitter on it to try to fix it. Yeah, cute. Okay, now I can do my face. Now, primer. I love the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I don't have $60 to spend on primer. But I was lucky. I went out and I found the e.l.f. Putty Primer that Jeffrey reviewed, and it has been sold out everywhere ever since. But I finally got it. Should I put this on with a brush? I feel like I should, but, like, do I have a brush even to use? I mean, I guess I'm just gonna go in with my finger. Oh, that's weird. Yeah. It does have, like, that cooling feeling that you get from the Tatcha. I'm gonna end up using, like, way too much. Yeah, really, it feels like the Tatcha on the skin. It doesn't have a smell, though. It's like a scentless Tatcha. Okay, I think I used way too much of this. Like, I got a little carried away, but yeah, let's let that do its thing. For foundation, I use a powder foundation, and that is what I use. Simplicity. So this is the Maybelline Superstay powder foundation. I just use it by itself. And I have this little brushy dude, and that's what I use to, like, do, like, my under my eyes and, like, in my crevices. And then I go back in with a bigger brush for my whole face. I love how, I pretty much concealed my eye bags with eyeshadow. Thought that was a fun look for the day. I got that part done. Now I'm going to go in with another brush I can't find. This is just a Wet n Wild flat top brush. I'm going to use that to finish off the rest of my face here. I don't worry about the forehead too much because my wig's going to cover it, so why bother? Now it's time for contouring. I usually use the little Wet n Wild contour palette. I don't know where mine is. I'm going to take this brush. Don't know what it is. Got it in the Hot Topic clearance. I'm going to take my Conspiracy palette and I'm going to dip into Tanacon and I'm going to use that as a contour today. The thing that's different about me is when I apply contour, there's the hollows of my cheeks. I don't contour all the way down here. I do it, like, up here, like, on my cheekbone, pretty much. I feel like it looks so much more snatched. Makes my face look so much more lifted. So I kind of stipple the color on and then blend it upward like that. I try not to drag too much of the product downward because I want my face to be lifted. I don't want the opposite effect. So there's that. I like to throw it all on, and then I'm going to go back and blend it out and mute it a little bit so I don't look quite so crazy. I'm going to take this little dome brush that I paid $13,000 for. I'm going to try to contour my nose. I've never been good at this. I'm just going to do my best. I always do it, like, right here and right here, like, on my nostrils too, and then, like, the underside of the tip there, in the hopes that it'll make my nose look more upturned, but I don't have an upturned nose, and I never will, so I do it right here. It makes my bottom lip look fuller and my chin look like it's actually there. I'm gonna use this big fan brush thing. I've had it for like 7 years. That's fine. I need powder. So it's gotta be in this general vicinity. Oh god, I really need to hurry. Maybelline Fit Me powder, color 110, because I'm pale. I think there's one that's even lighter than this. Yes, there is. It's the number 100, which is translucent. This is porcelain, so technically this has color, the other one doesn't. That's why I prefer the other one, because I am pretty much translucent. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. It's the Flawless Concealer brush. It used to be, like, really nice, but now it's destroyed. And no matter where I look, I cannot find another one. So I guess I'm just dealing because I can't be bothered to try to order it. I'm going to use this to blend out my nose contour. That is good enough, I feel like. Now I'm going to take this e.l.f. flat top powder brush. I'm gonna use that to blend out the contour on the rest of my face. Make me look like a person. Well, not really. There's only so much of that makeup can do. Again, I'm trying to pull the product upward. A little harsher over here. My last video, I feel like nothing was translating on camera the way it looked in person. So, that's fun. I'm gonna go into my Violet Voss palette, and I'm gonna use Boombox as a blush. These are pressed pigments, so they should be really intense. Okay, going back in with this, I'm gonna use that to kind of mute that just a wee bit. And then highlighter, again using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow in Blossom Glow. And I first like to do my nose and then do the rest of my face. I'm gonna use this little like toothbrush knockoff Arties looking thing that I got in a set on Amazon like 3 years ago. I need new brushes. I'm just gonna draw a line straight down the center of my nose with it very carefully to try to do what the contour couldn't. I'm gonna take this like unicorn brushy thing, but it's a highlighter brush, so I'm gonna take that and carry it up a little bit in my forehead. I don't have to go too far up because, again, wigs. And then I'm just gonna highlight the ever-loving shit out of the tip of my nose. Try to carry it over my nostrils, not like on them, but like up top. Try to create that illusion that my nose is the shape I wish it was. Get the Cupid's bow here. Get some on the chin so it looks like I have a chin. On these cheekbones. Try to cover up all my mistakes and sleep deprivation and regret on filming this when I have to leave the house in like 10 minutes. Now lips. I bought this yesterday. This is the NYX Powder Puff Lippy. It is in the color Baby. BBY. BB. And I tried it yesterday and it was pretty cute. Yeah, it's like very fluorescent pink. I love that. I have a million pink lipsticks that are probably this exact same color. But for some reason, every time I see them, I still buy them. That's as good as it's ever gonna get. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. Maybe. This is in the Maybelline Master Fix bottle, but it's actually the Wet n Wild setting spray, like the rose scented one. I just like this bottle, so I put it into this one. Especially since I had like a new full bottle of it, and then I had half of another bottle, and this bottle's bigger, so I just dumped them both into this. Gonna let that set for a second. I'm gonna go wash all the makeup off my hands, and then I will put on my wig and stuff, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, looking, in my opinion, a lot better than I did before. Now, I'm pretty much done here. I just like to add a couple little finishing touches, so I am going to go in with my Milk Makeup stamp, and this is the little star. I'm going to take that and just do a couple little, just like wherever. I tend to put them like here or like on the outer corners of my eye. Sometimes I'll do like random ones like up here. I don't know, just kind of wherever. These are fun. I also have the heart one. Today I'm just going to stick with the stars, and I guess I am ready to go. That is it, guys. Thank you for watching. I still have no idea why you're here. But I'm having a lot of fun making videos, so hopefully I just keep doing stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, don't let me know because I'll cry. Follow me on Instagram if you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Okay, that's it. Bye, guys.